Hey fam, let's talk about how you really stop living from your wound and start living from your scar. Scar being the part of you that has healed past the wound. In order to do this, you have to change some things, right? Go within and just really do some cleaning out of your emotions. I'm Michelle Dominique, and I help people clear out, quantify, qualify, rectify unprocessed emotions that cause us to live from our wound instead of actually being healed and living from our scars. Let me give you an example of what this looks like. So recently I had to take a flight. It's been a while. So I watched enough videos on what to do to get past TSA that I could have applied for TSA. So I thought I nailed everything, right? Had it, my frozen water and everything and da 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 da. I'm ready for this. I'm going to do this because that's a source of anxiety for me. Airports and then absolutely having to go through the TSA and doing the whole thing. So I'm good, feeling confident, belt buckle off, earrings off, all the things. And I noticed that my bag, one of my bags, is being diverted. And then I get the, step on the side thing. And so I'm asking questions like, hey, wait, did I nothing beeped that, so I'm got a little anxious because this is TSA, this flight is international and I'm cutting it close. But nonetheless, no one's going to answer any questions. You just step on the side till they come for you. So I noticed a gentleman going through my bag and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a spot check thing because I was very thorough on these videos. I followed all 59 of them that I watched, all the instructions. So he calls me over to the counter and he pulls out a bottle of water that I had. It was liquid, but I had anticipated drinking it. Like I said, I was running behind. So I had anticipated drinking it so that I could save the bottle, which was aluminum and sturdy, to use throughout the airport to refill my bottle without having to buy a $5 bottle of plastic water in the airport, right? So he looks at me. Nobody's cracking a smile, by the way. This is TSA and they're pretty serious. So he looks at me and I say, I told him I had planned to drink that. All my other water's frozen. They already know that. They let those come through fine. I said, dang, I really wanted to keep that bottle, but I meant to drink the water, but I was running behind because I wanted to be able to use the bottle because it was sturdy. He looked at me, deadpan, never blinked, walked off. And okay, so now I'm really getting a little anxious here. Because I'm thinking, are they going to get a test strip and make sure that this was just water? What are we doing here? He comes back having not said anything. He was gone for a good 30, 35 seconds, like just disappeared out of nowhere. And he comes back with the cap from my bottle in one hand and my bottle in the other hand, upside down. He had walked away to find a place to pour out my water so that I could have my bottle in the airport. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. The only time he even, and now when I say crack the smile, like a little just curve of the lip, was when he handed it back to me. He heard my need and he met it. TSA, the TSA agent. He wasn't even a young man, so he wasn't trying to flirt or anything, Just that touched my heart so much. He heard my need and he met it without me even asking. I was bummed about losing that bottle because I bought that bottle of water just for that specific purpose, the durability, and so I wouldn't have to have plastic. And he heard that and he honored it. So, how does this have to do with living from your scar and not your wound and rehashing stories? And because there was a time when I would have been like, I don't see what the big deal, I would have just popped. I would have just popped off. I would have automatically gone on the defensive. I would have had to quantify and qualify and, all I said was, gosh darn, or something like that. It was very mild. It's like, I missed it. I thought I had everything lined up, but I missed that one point. Dag it. Well, you live and you learn. It was just that simple. It was smooth. It was easy. There was obvious disappointment, but I recognized where I'd gotten it wrong. Chalk it up to experience, beginners. And just like that. But because I have healed so many other things, that episode was not a trigger. You want to know why people are crashing out everywhere about anything? I saw a video the other day where this guy, the woman in Walmart, asked to see his receipt and he went ballistic. Big old man, older woman, like, come on. There is more behind that than just her asking him for a receipt. He was cocked and loaded and ready to fire, and she just happened to be the right person at the wrong time, and he just let it out. Don't think that because a situation is over, you're done with it. You know that you're reworking that stuff in your head. You keep reworking that. And I should have said this, or what if this would have happened? Because you didn't get to express your emotions. Emotions bring about action. You don't just get to suppress them. You may not deal with it, but that doesn't mean that it won't deal with you. Are you ready? Are you ready to start unpacking some of these things, some of this repressed, suppressed, stuffed, unexpressed emotions? Are you ready to stop having them, kind of creep out and then you got to put them back in or offer apologies, or now you're even more angrier because you've blasted some... Come on, friend. Come on, friend. Trust me, as a person who was loaded, locked and loaded, I was always ready for a fight. I was always ready for a beef. I was always on a snapback. When that's happening, that is a sure sign that you are not healed in an area of your life emotionally. Reach out to me. Schedule an absolutely free wellness consultation today. It's not as hard as you think. Some things were scarier back then, but you're ready to deal with them now. You just need the right approach and a little support. And I'm here to help you do that. Schedule your free wellness consultation today with me. Let's talk about it. No product sold at this. Do me a favor. Someone else needs to see this video. Someone else needs to see this video. Send it to them. Do them a favor. Just send it to them. Be sure to like and subscribe and all the things. And I look forward to seeing you, 1, in my DM, and 2, at the next video.